Hi, I am Anna. I come from www.ntvforex.com. Europe stays on recovery course despite second wave analysis. http ntvforex.com News ID 2C694192 2020 12:26:17 p.m. Google mobility trends in retail AMP recreation continued to improve across all countries in the past week. The improvements in Spain and France in particular are somewhat surprising given that both countries hit daily COVID-19 infection numbers similar to those observed during the first wave in the spring. Overall, Europe remains on the recovery course with most indicators improving further from last week, now all at or above 2019 levels. On the downside, electricity demand decreased across all Eurozone countries for the second week in a row. The UK recovery has generally lagged behind its European peers, but seems to be catching up over the past month. Last week UK mobility and electricity demand further improved to a nearing normal and some improvements, respectively. The US recovery remains on track even though the past week only showed small signs of improvement. Explanation: in this document, we present a range of high-frequency data points in order to assess the current state of key economies. High-frequency data is of particular interest in the COVID-19 crisis, as conventional data points come with a significant lag and do not necessarily show the true picture in extraordinary times. Data series Google Mobility tracks the physical movement trends of people over time and across different categories among the public, such as retail and recreation, groceries and pharmacies, parks, transit stations, workplaces and residential. We focus on the retail and recreation category and use this as a measure of a social life. OpenTable restaurant bookings. This includes seated diners at restaurants in the OpenTable network across online reservations, phone reservations, and walk-ins. We compare data with the same day of the week in the previous year. Only states or cities with 50+ restaurants in the sample are included. Electricity demand. We compare current demand with average demand for the same period day week over 2015-19. Factors other than economic activity, for example weather conditions, can affect demand for electricity, so we suggest reading smaller movements with caution. New York Weekly Economic Index is an index of real economic activity in the U.S. using high-frequency data. If the index is 2 for a full quarter, the expected GDP in the given quarter would be 2% lower than in the same quarter the previous year. Bundesbank Weekly Activity Index is designed to measure real-time real economic activity in Germany using both high-frequency data and, for example, industrial production monthly. It fluctuates around the long-term mean, hence, a value above below zero indicates growth above below the long-term average. Therefore, we cannot equate the index directly with quarterly GDP growth in the same way we can with the New York Weekly Economic Index. Download the full The Big Picture. Subscribe our channel to receive the news as soon as possible. Thank you for watching. If you want to read real-time news, text messages to MT5 Expert Advisors page at https://mt5.expert.advisors.